The Haftarah is from Amos. It's found on page 706. And as was said right before the service by Mike Rosenberg, this can be a little bit of a competitive Haftarah, as it only has 9 verses, apparently beating out David Srebnick and I and others' Haftarah of 10 verses. Usually the minimum is 10, but this one, I guess, got grandfathered in. Amos was one of our greatest prophets in terms of setting the prophetic voice against rallying against injustice, which he saw in the 8th century before the Common Era, both in the kingdom of Judah and in the northern kingdom, which was larger at the time. He saw things were problematic, unjust, and wrong. And he had the chutzpah to call them out, to say, this is just not right. As you can imagine, he wasn't always popular with the classes of people who were engaging in this behavior. And he opens up this Haftarah on the bottom of page 706 with exactly that theme, that Bnei Israel, the Israelites, are not living up to their potential. And God sees what they do. He then goes for a stick approach, if you will, instead of a carrot approach, and tells them that things are not working out well. And sure enough, it's true that just a few decades later, the Assyrian Empire will come in the year 722 and wipe out the northern kingdom. At the same time, Amos then really ends with a positive message as he closes with the sense that I will restore my people Israel. They will rebuild their ruined cities. They shall plant vineyards and drink their wine. And so he also leaves us with an uplifting message that if we are able to engage in building a moral society, if we are able to fill the Torah's mitzvot, we can build a moral and just society for all and work together. That we as a community have the ability to do that. And so if we work hard and dedicate ourselves to Amos's teachings, to the teachings of the Torah, and we will plant on our soil, never to be uprooted from the soil that Adonai, our God, has given us. This Haftarah is dedicated in our Sefer Haftarot by Robert and Natalie Warschauer in honor of Bob's parents and grandparents. May Bob's memory be for a blessing. And also in Kedoshim by Gail, Ken, Alec, and William and Isaac's Mukamal in honor of Alexander Ford's bar mitzvah. Please follow along again on the bottom of page 706.